Satya. Satya is a word for truth, essence, the real us. And I have just channeled India, and their being word or their oversoul key is Satya. And when I went into it, it is kind of the same as I'm talking about, what I embody. Another word for it is embodied Dharma. And I haven't gone into this so deeply, and Hinduism and Buddhism, but I know that most of the wisdom they speak about, this is what I'm resonating with. And it has showed me so many dimensions of Satya, because if you go to India, we see that they live with wisdom. They live with deep inner knowing, what's also called gnosis or Satya. But at the same time, they are overpopulated. They have corruption, they have poverty, they have castes. So it is kind of which family are you born into. So the question I ask is, what is it about India? And because they already embody Dharma, the divinity of us, why is it that they experience all this diversity? Because they really have the extreme kind of in India. And the missing link, it's not that they are worse, because they embody it, but the missing link is what I experienced when I lived in Guatemala, when I was a tribe leader, a shaman and a priest. When I died from this life, I experienced that I had a little bit of grief, because I experienced that the people in the tribe, they didn't take responsibility. They wanted me to take responsibility for them. So it was hard for them to take responsibility in their own life. And when I go to India, because they have meditation, they have mantra and all the spiritual, they are very enlightened, but they don't get it into action. So it is kind of the action part, because when I channeled India, my body felt very heavy. It's like, wow, because I feel on my body. When I go into a field, it's like, okay. It was overwhelming, and it kind of the heaviness I felt on my body. And that is kind of the feel. It is heavy because the structure, because it is so extreme in India. So if we only listen to the body, it is actually hard to live Satya, kind of, because someone in India, maybe their intuition said that you should travel to Australia or to Gambia or to Sweden. It kind of, they know that it will be beneficial for them to go another place or do something, not be in the system. What a lot of people say to me, what is unique with you, Ann-Peggy, is that you take action of everything that the inside you get. Not everything, I cannot take action on everything because it is much. But yes, when I get intuition, or I just know, I see that, oh, this will help humanity, this will help system, this will help. And I go into how much work is it, because I have also gotten invited to big project that takes years. And so I don't say yes to everything, because it requires something of us. But this embodiment, even though we embody it, do we take action? Because they also, India also have the matrix of solar plexus. It is the action. Solar plexus is kind of, you get it out. So they have it all. India have it all. So why do we see all these changes in this country? So this week 19, probably I will go even deeper, because now I'm in the beginning of week 19 and starting to channel India and really feeling into the field they're living in. And it makes me want to travel to India. And actually India is the country that has most inhabitants. So they have a lot of people. Um, so, and also, I have said this before, like if I talk about Iran or if I talk about India or other countries, we need to help each other. Even though I am in Norway, I see people in India, I see people in Iran, I see people in Australia, all around the world as my sisters and brothers. I don't have a border because I'm in Norway. I have chosen Norway for a reason. I just spoke with a friend of me, and she is reading The Architecture of Light and gave me feedback on this. And yeah, it's about what we're talking about, to embody it. Because as she said, if you don't have the foundation of Buddhism or Hinduism, and that you know that we are a divine source, all of us are embodying the divine source. Because what we have lived under is kind of, we have seen up to a leader and he or she decide what we are allowed to do. Now we are in a period that we don't need to look up to anyone. We are source creation. My past life in early Guatemala as a tribe leader is really now merging with this life. All the insight and all what I learned. So I will do the same in that life, in this life, just with the surroundings I have here. And in few days this week, it is very special because I have a meeting with 2 people that have helped me with something. I can't go into it. I will tell about it when this is a reality. But this is actually an important week, and I have waited for this for 6 years. So it looks like it will happen this week. So, and it is actually about Satya and how to get it out in form. So I will go deep into Satya rest of this week, and I will be with family also rest of this week, and I will also channel Bangladesh and Nepal and Sri Lanka, the country around India. So I will channel this when I channel the Nordic country, I went into the Nordic consciousness because they have some similarities, just as the country around India have similarity. So I will, the heaviness is in all these countries. So it is a heaviness because it is the overpopulation, it is poverty, it is caste. Caste system is kind of a racism. So what I also went into in week 18 was racism, and we need to kind of get racism in balance, because racism has been kind of an aspect of what skin you have, skin color, and or where or when you are kind of born, what family you are born in. And in India, it is, if you are born in this family, you are born into poverty. And this reminds me about one of the song I have listened a lot to, that Elvis said, listen to this song, it is so important. In the ghettos. So in the ghettos, it's also a reflection about India, when it is a lot of people and poverty. And ghettos, you can find that in almost all country. When I talk about ghettos, I mean that it is a very lot of people and poverty. Poverty, not poverty in material, you don't have the foundation. So it is survival, 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 survival. You have to steal almost to survive. So that's the old paradigm we are moving away from, and we are upgrading. But India, it's so fascinating to be into India, and I resonate so deeply with India. I almost feel myself as a Hindu or a Buddhist. And at the same time, what I was into last week was Christianity. And as I have said earlier, all the religion, when you go to the foundation, when you go to the root, they are talking about the same. It is the divine design. It is the homo luminous. It is the divinity of us. We are source creators. So this time we are all invited to live as this. And then we need to help our neighbor country, because if just just to put an example, if just Norway is living like that, it cannot be balanced. So we cannot put boundaries in countries like we have done. So we have to think radically new. And also the divine letters I'm channeling and going into the consciousness of, even though each country have a Gaia body function, when I go into it, it isn't directly the borders. So I just have to adjust, because it's not that the Gaia body hold, where we have put off the border because of conquer and everything. That's the Gaia. The Gaia decided that is that organ. So it is not exactly literal, because sometimes it is a bigger area, sometimes it's a smaller. So it is, but it is also what we have created in this time. And if we go hundreds of years in our past, so kind of this time, it holds what I'm channeling. So but all of countries are upgrading. So in 1,000 years, we need new divine letters, because then all countries will have different borders, or the borders will not look like it does now. So we are in a radical change and living the future. I'm living the future because I live in coherence. I'm merging future, past, everything. And that is Homo Luminous. You kind of merge all your insight. When you read the architecture of karma, I write about the innate capacity. It kind of, we use what we have learned from all life. So we don't live to karma as we have learned, because karma kind of, we have done that and that, so we have to balance it out. When we live as Homo Luminous, we use karma as a gift, because then we have had so many life on Mother Earth, so we just emanate the gift. We live as awakened beings. So, and also the sisterhood book, all this book that I have kind of birthed or gotten into form, it is about Satya. Yeah, I haven't used the word Satya. This is the first day I started to use Satya, because it is the oversoul word of India. So I learn a lot to channel and go into the consciousness of other countries. So it's my curriculum, kind of. I have said yes to this kind of curriculum, to go into every nation. As my friend said, this must be hard on your body. Yeah, but also I learned so much, because it is gnosis, direct experience. That's what I say to everyone. We have to know, we have to feel. So it's not just a mental thing, but it's kind of, we embody it, we feel it, we know it. So this week, I think it's amazing. And I know also that shadow side will come up, because I have some appointment later about fraction and about heavy stuff that I know people are in. So now most of this video was about the gifts, the sun, the divinity of us. But we also have to walk through the shadow and let them come through us, so that we can live as Homo Luminous. And just like my surroundings, look, it is kind of, is this for real? People may think, this is fake background. No, it's not. This is for real. If you see my background, it is kind of, yeah. So I have been on the top of that mountain, up there, and then I came down. So here is a collective cabin that people can use when they go for a hike. And back in the background, you see the Lyngen Alps. So everything is just amazing, beautiful. It is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. Mwah.